Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new Lexus RX. No, not really a new RX, because the car is only on the market for a little more than 2 years now. But at least a new derivative, because Lexus has put an L in the name badge, made it the Lexus RX L, and stretched the most successful SUV of the company for about another 11 centimeters. Now the car measures a full 5 meters, has the size of an S-Class or a BMW 7 Series, and has a third row. If you want to know if that really changes the vehicle, its character and its driveline, stay tuned and I'll tell you more about it. The extended length does not have any influence on the way the car drives or behaves on the road. Since the wheelbase hasn't changed and these few kilos don't really matter, the Lexus is still the same comfortable cruiser as we know him. The car is driven by a V6 engine and 2 electric motors, because like every real Toyota and Lexus, it's a hybrid. Total output together is 313 horsepower, which sounds impressive, but the car is not the fastest and not the most sporty one. Due to its CVT transmission and the regards of the fuel consumption, Lexus has opted for a real smooth drive. So 0 to 100 in 8 seconds and top speed 180. Not that bad if you just want to relax and cruise. Difficult if you want to compete with the German luxury SUVs like Porsche Cayenne, Mercedes GLA or BMW X5 and the future X7. And there's another difficulty. This hybrid is not a plug-in, so you can roll for 1 or 2 kilometers on pure electric power, but compared to the Germans, that's nothing, because they get to a 40-50 kilometers of electrical range. Lexus is a luxury brand, so everything is about comfort, and the engineers have thought quite a lot how to ease the use of that third seat row. So for that reason, everything is operated electrically. So you just press the button and the seats come up individually. You don't have to hassle, you don't have to risk your fingernails. Everything easy. Takes a little while, but very comfortable, very smooth. And here you go with your 7 seats. There are definitely more comfortable ways to enter a car than the third row of the Lexus. You somehow need to be a bit artistic and you need to be tiny to find your space. I would say for children it's okay, for really small grown-ups as well, but more than a 1.60 m, definitely not the most comfortable place in the house. And I would say even for a few minutes this would be too hard, so please let me out again. Definitely the third row is not the most roomy row in that car, but at least the engineers tried to make it as comfortable as possible. You not only have your own cup holders in the back, you also got your own air condition in the back. So you can adjust the temperature, the vent to your liking, and don't have to discuss with the people in front of you. I must admit, the rear seat is a horror and I couldn't stand it there for more than 2 or 3 minutes. But the third row is not the only benefit for the RXL. You got the bigger trunk and you got more flexibility in the second row, because this row now is slidable, divided in 2 parts. I can grab a handle, go back, and here we go. Now I'm sitting as comfortable as in a luxury limousine and could drive for hours and hours. And if I start getting tired, then I can also adjust the incline of the seat and relax in a beautiful lounge position, very comfortable, and the drive could continue continue, and continue. Thank you for joining me on that first test drive with the new Lexus RXL, a real interesting addition to the lineup of the Japanese luxury brand. If you like the RX, you will love the RXL, because this car gives you more flexibility, more versatility, and just more space without compromising on the drive and the comfort. And if you didn't like the RX, there is no reason to fall in love with the RXL, because it does not change that much. So now you have a big car. I think it's going to be a big success in the markets where you need the third row, and I think it will stay in the niche in Europe. Thank you, tschüsschen, and bye-bye.